So arrive this little hotel, Kampaeng Phet. You basically get a little bungalow here. We're at number A4. 400 baht per night. So right now it's 35 baht to the dollar. So it's 11 bucks. Here's your view. And we are about less than 10 minutes to the historical park. And got some little birds, wildlife in the tree. It looks like an old bee's nest, but looks like they're gone now. Must have sprayed them, got rid of them. Nice little landscaping. I like these trees right there. These style trees look nice, but nice pond out there. Must have just dug these recently. And then in the room, goy, frogs. Just a bed. Oh, it's pretty soft. I hope it doesn't, not too soft. And then typical Thai bathroom. Got the butt sprayer and hot water. TV, aircon. Goy's already got the aircon on. So this, driving by the park so far, it looks pretty impressive. So what we decided to do is just come to the room, come get the room. Then we're gonna wait about an hour, hour and a half, and then go out and have some food and dinner, and then bright and early in the morning get up and go hit the park. So because it looks like it's gonna take quite a bit to cover everything, and a little bit of searching around town and everything. So clock tower and Kampaeng Phet. The Thai numbers. So this is the moat, goes around the city wall. Have some gates. And down there on the corner they got like a defensive position with the firing spot. Oh, look at all the fish. Defensive position. The trees have just grown up into the wall, on the wall. I just love those trees like that. Make almost that perfect umbrella. So this is over the moat. This is a pretty big area. This covers a lot of ground. And this is the inside part of the town, the old town. Now it's a big, busy highway, and that's actually the grounds of the park. A lot of big old river carp. She feeds them, so they came around by the hundreds. And it's quite a long way down. We're a good 25-30 feet off of the ground. Hope the foundation holds us up. Sitting on the river. Literally could not find any place open to have a beer and some food. Couldn't even find a place open to have a beer at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Kampaeng, Phet. And you can't go buy a beer at 7-Eleven until 5 o'clock because they don't want the government workers to be drinking during their working hours. That's a university on that side. Hit it bright and early in the morning. Okay, good morning everybody. It is July 6th. So we are now at the Kampaeng Phet Temple. About 7:40 in the morning, and security let us come in free. But that's just for this half, and then when we go to the other half, we'll have to pay once we get over there. So they'll get us one way or the other. So let me turn you around. And this is the map for Kampaeng Phet. And we are, yesterday when I was filming, this is the road where I was standing on, and that bridge right there is where I was taking pictures from of the moat. So we are right over in here. And is that correct? Yes. So we are going to explore. No, actually, I take that back. We're on this side. So we're going to explore this side. This is a lot of driving over here, and this side is primarily walking. So I took a picture so you guys can pause here and read this, but basically it's a 1.5 miles long by about 1 mile wide. Between the 14th and 15th century. I've seen from the 11th to the 17th as well. So Sukhothai is not too far away from here. It's like an hour northeast of here. So this is part of that, all that dynasty. But this one actually looks pretty cool. So of course it wouldn't be complete without the dogs. So let's go see. So Wat means temple, so this was a church. And you can pause it right there if you want to do some more reading. And chetties are the round, they're just a tower. And you'll see them in Bangkok and all over Thailand, all over Buddhism. It's just a round tower, kind of like the like on a church they have a top, the steeple on the top. It's kind of like that's what the chetties are. Alright, let's go check this place out. And what's really cool is if you want to scan that barcode right there with your phone, you can get all the information on this location, which that's one thing that was great, because the English signs are never good in these places, and it's nice to have that information available easily. So 14th century, that would go back to 1300. So this is what, 700, 800 years old, roughly. Of course, all the plaster has come off, worn off of these, so all that's left are the bricks. All the stones. So this is what it would have looked like. There. And again, a little more information. Scan that code. Is that a well? Pond? Yeah, that would be the well. Supply the water for the site. It's just hard to imagine what this place would have been like in full operation. Wow, a little bit more. Adorned with different Buddha statues and great movie. If you can find the original Sukhothai movie, it's like 4 hours long, the uncut version. The cut version's not worth watching really, but it kind of gives you a history of Thailand of that period, fighting with the Burmese, and Burma, Myanmar is not very far from here. Is only maybe hour and a half from here. So it's not, that's by car, so by foot that's 4 or 5 days away. So it's not too terribly far from here. And here you can see some of the remnants of the plaster works that would be on the outside. So all of these corners would have had a nice like molding style along it. So that's sections that's remaining. That's nice and cool under here too. It's really beautiful. So what's really cool is you can download this AR. The red ants are getting me, so I'm not going to stay here long. You can download this virtual reality app, and then you can face it at some of the buildings and see what they actually look like. Well, that's pretty cool. QR code for that app. But man, those red ants, you just get in their vicinity and they start biting you. They actually kind of hurt. What do you think, Doy? They have an app over there.
What?
There's an entrance to another one of the... That would have been a Buddha sitting up on that platform, most likely. And there's the dogs. Same thing there, the trees grown up in the center of that. All those bases would have been probably jetties or little statue bases, or this tower would have gone on up, been kind of the central platform here. And I just love these old trees. Look at this thing. That's a big one. A lot of big old trees that have been protected in here. A lot of spider webs in here too. Another well. This one's or the pit of death. I'm sure if you dig that out, you hit water again. It'll fill up here in a little while. As soon as we get some more rain, the water table will come up. Would like to go back in time and see this place. Here's another depiction of what this area would look like. Main monument right there. The main monastery would be right there directly in front of it. The consecration hall is to that side right over there. Main monument there. Then the main monastery there. Then another monastery on this side. And the pond called Bo Sam Sen. all the cherries all the way around. That's what these would have all been, is different cherries. Nice, kind of serves as a park. People come in the morning and do some running. Nice quiet place. Think Goey ready for the next location? A lot more to see. Look how these trees just encapsulate the other trees and grow up. Now the other tree is all dead, and the main tree is basically gone. But this, I think these are the banyans, the ficus like we get at home. But look at it, has just wrapped itself. That one's completely swallowed the main tree, and this one has wrapped itself almost completely around it. Just climb up the other trees and didn't end up overtaking them. They must live a lot longer than the other ones. Pretty day. I come over here to take a picture of this tree and find a honeybee hive right in the crackle on it. It's amazing what you can find out. Ah, Thailand. Critter of the day. That's my foot. The millipede. Oh yeah, the squirrels. Yeah, there's a lot of these trees have nuts on them, so there's a lot of squirrels in the. A lot of little squirrels in here. Yeah, I told you there's a bunch of nuts back there on the ground. I don't know what.
Don't sack. Big one now. Don't sack. Same. I keep I keep
Oh,
my
teak. Yeah. Teak.
Don't sack.
What she's talking about it is this tree right here. Yeah. This tree right here, that's teak. They grow quickly, man, and those leaves fall off in the dry season. Yeah, he's climbing up the cherry. Okay, Wat Rim Tang. So let's go have a look at this little spot. It's what remains of a Buddha. Just kind of neat to see how they would have done it. Of course, all of the plaster has disappeared from it. See, this is up on the top of the platform. You can see how he's sitting, legs crossed. You can still see a little bit of the still see a little bit right there. There's dozens of these little locations like this in this park. Little cherries and be different monk houses and things like that. This is the for a street sweeper. What they've done is they've taken a bush hog and they've tied like strings or a long mop to the bottom of it, and they drive around, and that's how they're sweeping the street. So we were just at by the offices where we stopped, and safety third. They had the herd of the weed eater gang, each left with a weed eater on their motorcycle and out to different parts of the park here. On to the next. All right, we're at Wat Chang Rope, 14th to 16th century. Again, that 13 to 1500 time span. This spot, scan that for English. This is what that would have looked like at one time. So the great reveal. Pretty neat little spot. Again, they've done the VR thing here as well. You can come here, you scan that code, and it basically overlays the thing. I guess I could do a screenshot, but Goy doing her selfies. So this would be the main chetty. That would be the monastery. There'd be a pond over there. So let's go take a look. Looks like that would have been elephants by what remains. Imagine all the work it would take just to do that. Carving the rocks and then laying the cement over the top. Artisans. That would have been another little chetty. Says don't climb, but they don't have anything blocking that off. And we are the only people here, so. And one worker. Very quiet. This is, looks like it's on a bit of a hill. Kind of hard to tell because there's jungle all around, but looks like we're on a little bit of a hill. Been another building for the monks. That one's a crow, but the other one I don't know what it is. There goes the crow. One of the crows. Oh, there he is. Bird right there. Looks like almost a killdeer family type of bird. This is the south side. It looks about the best shape. You can see the trunk. But right over here is there's still some remnants of what this would have been look like. It's all decorated with vines and trees and leaves. You can see a little bit of the molding right there. Yeah, it's a little bit better view too. Really. Looks like this had some designs in it as well. Man. We're just on this. The prehistoric looking tree. Dropping these big old long bean pods. The old pond. Squirrel. There's a squirrel. I think he's got enough space. Long way to the top. Little trinkets. People leave. What remains of the wall used to surround this area. Boys bush hogging, which that's the first I've seen. Usually do everything by weed eater. Chitties in front of the pond. Man, this would have been something to see. You know, you come in from your bamboo hut, come in to see something like this 700 years ago. It's been quite amazing. And that thing would have been, oh, another 50, 60 foot tall. All decorated, probably gold leaf. The remains of another Buddha. This is nice though. This is right in the heart of Kampaeng, Phet, the city all the way around it. And they've preserved it pretty well, so hats off to them. It's gonna cost me 200 baht to get in, which we haven't paid yet, but I'm happy to pay 200 baht, which is $7. Come in here and spend a couple hours. Koi Goi gets in for 40 baht. So no prejudice there, Thailand. Thank you very much. 5 times more. But and brought here by old Isuzu D-Max. Thank you, Isuzu.
ชัวร์มะม่วงน้
Yeah, so this is Wat Mamuang Nam, and which mainly translates to Temple Mango Water. So it would have been a chetty up there on the top. So right up there would have been a chetty, And then right in here would have been a Buddha. Boy, they haven't cleared too much of the jungle around this guy. And then right over here is another one. That's probably a well. Right there beside the car. There's another little chetty. Man, this place is gigantic. I mean, you want some exercise, you come in here. It'd take you all day to walk it, but you can bring your motorcycle in here. And sure, the only thing they would say is if it was loud. If you had a loud bike. What tabak, what ramrong, ramron,
what
ramronarong.
Lonalong. What lam lonalong.
So this whole area here is just a complex of I'm not sure why they would have so many little outbuildings in one area. You have any idea, Goy? Need to see if we can find somebody who could tell us about that. Both sides of the road. Both sides of the road at this point. Lots of little wells. Another well hole. Another temple dog. What's up, puppy? My Pete. What, my Pete? Door. Got remnants of a couple, 1, 2, 3 Buddhas. I don't know. I'm gonna turn around. Have some leftover chicken from the other night. Poor little dog out here by himself, so I'll give him some chicken. scared to death. Another little group of temples. Again, the Buddha stand there, and the Chetty in the back. And we got something over here. I don't know if it's on the outside or, but I'm gonna come check this spot out. It's a really big Chetty here. And what looks like a temple building over here. So let's go. And there's another one right back there. It looks like there might be a parking area over there, so I'm gonna, maybe this is the entrance exit too. I don't know. Pretty. Another little group of temples. Again, the Buddha stand there, and the Chetty in the back. And we got something over here. I don't know if it's on the outside or, but I'm gonna come check this spot out. It's a really big Chetty here. And what looks like a temple building over here. So let's go. And there's another one right back there. But it looks like there might be a parking area over there, so I'm gonna, maybe this is the entrance exit too. I don't know. Pretty. Wat Pra Num. And that 21 to 22 is Thai year. QR code for English. You want information? Those places pretty grand. You can see some of the carvings of the, that kind of looks like an elephant's foot, but that looks like a Buddha body. Well, another QR code for this. remnants of some Buddhas there. Four torsos. Man, what a place. That would have been an altar there, most likely. Back this Chetty. This one's a little more intact than some of the others. Again, I got this place all to myself. Goy's sitting in the car, she's tired already. You go to Aitea, there's all kinds of people there, bus loads and parking lots full of people. This place you got all to yourself. Instead of being spread out all over town, this is not touristic at all. I said last night I couldn't even find a beer. No bars or anything here. Very quiet. Would have been a whole town in here. All kinds of foundations for different things. Chetty's in the distance, Chetty's near, Chetty far. Just gorgeous. I was hoping there'd be a little more. Not much plaster left on that guy. Well, I got the going up into it. Bend the altar right there. A squirrel. All right. Back to the car. Wat Pra Kao. This is the other half of the park. We're not gonna pay to go in. Even though this is a bit better of a park in here. But I think we got enough footage. And there's the wall there. That's the Dan Gate. So this is what this road here, what just around that corner, splits the two park sides in half. We're pooped. It's getting hot. The light is, sun is shining bright. And we're gonna go buy some goldfish.